episode of Clan Generator. Here with me, Jay, and if you haven't already, please subscribe because it's free and it helps out a ton. Now, let's get into it. And as I remember when we left off, we had a war with Ant Clan, and now we should probably get into the patrols, I guess. We'll start with Nightshade and probably Hollyleaf on a herb gathering patrol. Hollyleaf notices that the moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. They need to go and gather some more. Mouse Dung. When the two cats arrive at the best moss gathering spot, they find that some animal has dug up most of the moss. They'll have to leave the rest to repopulate before gathering from the spot again. Bright Star, Oak Thunder, Hunting Patrol. The patrol spots a juvenile eagle on the wing of over a large bend in the river, and watches it as it swoops down to dig its talons through the spine of an impressively big fish. But then it doesn't take its catch into the air. Perhaps too heavy? The patrol dives into the water, keen to make a play to steal the fish. But even though its talons are occupied keeping grip on the prey, the eagle's huge wings pack a buffeting punch, and they're driven back, giving up on the idea of scavenging. And now Lavender Lightning on their own. The patrol comes across the thunder path running through the mountains. Lavender Lightning hears a monster thundering towards them, but it screeches to a halt just in time. That was close. Maybe it's best to go back to camp. And Thunderpath is just basically like road. Softback, Heather Jump, Training Patrol. Softback suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Heather Jump. Both cats have a nice practice session, swapping their best tips and tricks with each other. And finally, Golden Bubble on a hunting patrol. Your patrol comes across a bird that's occupied scratching at the ground for insects. Golden Bubble creeps towards the bird, settling their paws down gently. The bird notices the cat sneaking towards it and attempts to take off. Golden Bubble bounds forward and smacks the bird to the ground with an outstretched paw. Outstanding! Time to skip one moon. A truce is called, and the war between Ant Clan and Canoe Clan has ended. A loner named Rookspots waits on the border, asking to join the clan. They decide to take on a new name, Greentooth. Oak Thunder Running Nose is gone. Claybuzz can walk and move without pain. They're spraying us a field. Miscellaneous. War between Ant Clan, Oak Thunder, Claybuzz, and then relationships. Okay. And where is Greentooth? Okay. Oh, okay. Moving on with the day. Actually, let's do some mediating. Do I have a mediator? Yes, sir. Okay. I'll do you two. Boom. And do I have any other mediators? Yes, I do. It's Bird Bark. And wrong cat. Boom. And now it's time for patrols. So Claybuzz. Okay, Golden Bubble, Training Patrol. Golden Bubble wanders past an old badger shed dug into the rocky hillside, only to freeze. There's a new scent here, acrid and sour. Well, the only way to know is to check. Golden Bubble scrambles into the den for a look, and it's only by the grace of StarClan that they're able to redirect that speed to twist around just as fast, furiously fizzing, following them up the burrow tunnel, leaving behind clumps of their own fur. Bright Star, Oak Thunder, Hunting Patrol. Your patrol comes across a squirrel. It's engrossed in nibbling a morsel beneath a tree. Oak Thunder rapidly pads towards the squirrel, their tail tip twitching in excitement. The squirrel is alerted to their presence with the bird's alarm call. But Oak Thunder launches themselves forward and cuts off its escape with a bite to the back of the head. Hollyleaf, Nightshade, Hollyleaf has to attend one of their grimmer jobs as medicine cat. The grounds where Canoe Clan goes to mourn their dead need to be tended to. They're bringing along Nightshade as their assistant for this trip, and the two cats head out in relative silence. Even though there's nothing about this place that's different, except for it being chosen as a peaceful spot, Hollyleaf always feels the grief and love that their clanmates express here has seeped into every corner. They tidy the grounds, collecting rosemary as they work. It feels appropriate for the plant to grow here, when its herbs are used to hide the scent of death. Rosemary was gathered. Lavender Lightning, Heather Jump and Softback on a training patrol. Softback suggests this might be a good chance to practice new hunting techniques with Heather Jump. Both cats have a nice practice session, swapping their best tips and tricks with each other. Now Lavender Lightning and Greentooth, hunting patrol. Your patrol comes across a large rat. Your patrol catches the rat. More fresh kill. Okay. Skip one moon. Birdbark travels to Ripple Clan to resolve some recent herb gathering disputes. However, no progress was made. As the herb stores are inspected by the medicine cat, it notices that some of the burdock went bad. They'll have to be replaced with the new ones. And I think the medicine cat's goal for today is to get burdock, hair dash, stuff like that. And that's it for today, for that moon. Hair dash, mediating, softback, Heather Jump, boom, and Birdbark, boom, and boom. Okay, now time for our patrols. Well, before that, I think Brightstar should step down because he's also old and Oak Thunder as well. So I'll put their closest friends as leader, which is gonna be Softback. Leader's gonna be Softback, and Golden Bubble is gonna be deputy. Okay, Brightstar is gonna step down, retire, and switch to mediator. Yeah. Well, maybe just retire in total. And then Oak Thunder is also going to step down. Oh, wrong button. Retire, step down, stuff like that. And now Softback is promoted to leader. And, where's the cat I'm looking for? Golden Bubble is now promoted to deputy. And so that's our new leader and deputy. And now we should start to head out. Soft Star, Heather Jump, Training Patrol. Soft Star suggests this might be a good chance to practice new fighting techniques with Heather Jump. Both cats have a nice practice session, swapping their best tips and tricks with each other. And Medicine Cat Patrol will be on, Burdock. To Hollyleaf's concern, their warrior escort is unusually quiet. When prompted on their troubles, Nightshade comments that they could not help to think of what legacy they would leave behind StarClan called upon them, which means if they died. Hollyleaf knows so much why this bothers Nightshade so much. A powerful connection to StarClan allows them to understand how their legacy would be told again and again to kids in the future. But Hollyleaf does their best to ease Nightshade's worries. To Canoe Clan, Nightshade would be a legend worth remembering one day. Nightshade brightens up at the remark, and the two go back to their herb hunt. Dandelion and Burdock were gathered. See, I knew they were going to gather Burdock. Golden Bubble, Claybuzz, wrong cat. And now it's Claybuzz, Training Patrol. Golden Bubble approaches Claybuzz, asking if they wouldn't mind showing Golden Bubble their hunting techniques, and perhaps doing some training with them. The cats go out together in the late of the day as the mountains catch the last of their light. Claybuzz goes through their tricks, showing Golden Bubble how they shift their balance and make less noise on unstable scree slopes. As Golden Bubble watches with eyes that Claybuzz notices are a bit too admiring for what's just a little trick. They smirk, showing off a little. In last patrol, Lavender Lightning and Greentooth on a hunting patrol. It starts snowing soon after the patrol sets out, trying to bring back something. anything for the fresh kill pile. A storm descends, sudden and violent, putting an end to any other thoughts but survival. When the snowstorm leaves, finally, and the cats trudge back home, Greentooth hasn't escaped their unstretched unscrathed. Their body chilled and refusing to warm up properly. Greentooth got shivering. Okay, at least they didn't die. That's a good thing. Hairdash pulls Heatherjump to the side, quietly asking them on their fellow crush on the family, on a fellow clanmate. Golden Bubble confessed their feelings to Claybuzz and they've become mates. Golden Bubble slipped on some rocks and dislocated their leg. Heatherjump confessed to Soft Star and they've become mates. The Ant Clan Medicine Cat comes asking if you have any moss to spare. However, your clan only has enough for themselves and they refuse to share. And that's basically it. I just like checking the relationships on the beforehands to make sure if we still have to mediate, because still the romantic like's not in the green, so I want to make sure it's in the green usually. Okay, it's in the so I just need to do Hairdash's mediating with Heatherjump and Soft Star. Boom. And now I think Bird Bark would start to retire as a mediator because she is 135 moons old. She should have retired 15 moons ago, and yeah. So I think. Wait, how old is Lavender Lightning? Okay, she's not too old. Okay. Now we can start going on patrols. Softback, Heatherjump, hunting patrol. It starts snowing soon after the patrol sets out, trying to bring back anything for the fresh kill pile. Heatherjump died? No! A storm descends, sudden and violent, putting an end to any other thoughts but survival. As the cats huddle together, desperately trying to conserve warmth, no one notices that Heatherjump has stopped responding. At some point in the storm, their life slips away, and their distraught clanmates are left to carry their body home. Man, I feel bad for Soft Star. Oh gosh. I feel so bad. Oh dang. That hurts. It was one of the worst storms of the season. Nope. I'm not even gonna read the whole thing because somebody could get injured. Do not proceed. Before Nightshade could come up with a plan, a cry from the camp forces Hollyleaf to return in a hurry. Good. Greentooth, Claybuzz, hunting patrol. Claybuzz spots a rabbit up ahead, but it seems to be acting strange. The patrol can see its tremors from a few flocks lengths away. Claybuzz leaps for the rabbit, but it still manages to slip away, despite its obvious illness. Good. Golden Bubble announced that they're expecting kits. They won't believe they can officially perform her duties while expecting kits and decide to move into the nursery. Greentooth has finally warmed up and no longer shivering. Greentooth was seen touching nose with the kitty pet. It doesn't feel real. Hairdash stares at Heatherjump's body, blankly waiting for this horrible nightmare to end. Hairdash trembles, tearing at their nest, unable to sleep, as they brood over Heatherjump's last moments. Did they suffer? Were they scared? Hairdash can't shake the crushing guilt. Lavender Lightning fusses gently with Heatherjump's fur, hiding the evidence of what killed them. They want to remember them as they were in life. Not like this. Lavender Lightning trembles, tearing at their nest, unable to sleep as they brood over Heatherjump's last moments. Did they suffer? Were they scared? Lavender Lightning can't shake the crushing guilt. This past moon, Heatherjump has taken their place in StarClan. Canoe Clan mourns their loss, and their clanmates will miss the spot they took up in their lives. Moments of their life are shared in stories around the circle of mourners, as those who were closest to them take them to their final resting place. And that's all that happened. Man, and Soft Star wasn't even there. That's surprising. I mean, I think she was there, but she didn't like get what did it mean? Yeah, she didn't start grieving like Hair Dash would and Lavender Lightning started, which was really surprising to me because I didn't know they like Heather Jump that much. But our first cat dead. Heather Jump. And now Softstar has no mate. Like Nightshade and Hollyleaf. And only Claybuzz is able to have kids for this clan. And who knows what's coming up next. Anyways, let's start the patrols. Softstar. Heather Jump, I'm gonna miss you. Border Patrol. Softstar heads out into the mountains alone, wanting to make a quick shuck on the border. Softstar comes across a Toad Clan apprentice on the wrong side of the border and holding prey. They see the young cat off with a furious yowl and bring the prey back to Canoe Clan to report the incident to the deputy. Relation with Toad Clan have worsened. Hollyleaf. Who would I do it? I'll just keep Nightshade there. Greentooth. As Hollyleaf pads through Canoe Clan territory with their entourage, they feel a presence join them. Hollyleaf softly alerts the rest of the patrol of their visitor. With respectful nods, the patrol pauses, tucks their paws together neatly, and sits to converse with the Star Clan cat. That's probably like Heather Jump coming back to see like his clanmates before he has to come back up into Star Clan for the last time. So I think that's the ghost that's joined the patrol. I may be wrong, I may be right, who knows? Maybe it's a curse of death coming to one of them soon. Oak leaves and wild garlic were gathered. Who knows what's going to happen to those cats? Nightshade, Claybuzz. I think Nightshade's looking for a mate, and then since Claybuzz has nothing else to do, he'll help. Your patrol tracks the scent of a large dog wandering across the edge of the clan's territory. Oh, wait. Yeah. Hang on. So I think, like, Nightshade would, like... No, I don't think Nightshade would risk it. So do not proceed. Your patrol decides not to pursue such a dangerous creature, especially seeing it as it hasn't crossed the border. Time to skip one moon. Golden Bubble thinks they'll have a small litter. Bright Frost has gotten a running nose. Oak Thunder is brought to camp after wandering off. Hollyleaf tossed out the snake before it could bite someone. And that's not all that happened that moon. So, yeah, no male, like, not a lot of males in this clan, which is, like, really surprising, because, well, it's not really it's surprising, because usually in my clans, I have more females than I do have males. Like, basically in all the clans I have that I don't show to you guys, there's more females than there are males, so... At one point there's more males, at one point there's more females. It depends on how you raise your clan. Softstar heads out into the mountains alone, wanting to make a quick check on the border. Softstar heads out to clarify a portion of the border that there's been a confusion over recently, and encounters the leader of Toad Clan out doing the same thing. Both leaders find a point where they can't agree on the right border path. Agreed to bring the subject up next gathering instead. Okay, Hollyleaf, Greentooth. Hollyleaf notices that the moss in the medicine cat den is getting old. They need to go and gather some more. Hollyleaf knows the way to the best moss patch they know, and Greentooth following close behind. The two cats begin cutting off bits of moss and taking their respective piles. Once the piles have turned into mouthfuls, they pick up the new bundles of bedding and start heading back towards camp. Moss was gathered. And final patrol, Nightshade, Claybuzz, Border Patrol. As the patrol hears a cat begging for their housefolk to come back, barely legible over the sound of a monster speeding away. She's joined our clan. Okay. Our clan's reputation towards outsiders have improved. Nightshade finds a kitty cat collapsed by the thunder path, wailing for their housefolk. Nightshade comforts them, asking why they were left here. The only explanation is that they have is that they're sick. Perhaps they were too much of a burden. Nightshade offers them a place in Canoe Clan, at least until they're better. They tentatively accept, looking longingly at the Thunder Path as they're led away. Okay. And how old is Cheese? How old is this Cheese? 75. That's old. And I'm just going to time skip one moon, births and deaths. Heridash tells them, okay. Even with Claybuzz by their side, Golden Bubble doesn't feel ready to be a parent of this litter of 4 kits. But they promise to the tiny flailing limbs by their side they'll do their best. They swear on StarClan itself. Health. Heridash tells themselves they can't let these feelings consume them. Instead, they have to learn to live with it. Okay, we read about the kits. Bright Frost, Running Nose is gone. Lavender Lightning will always feel their grief, but time has softened it at least a little. Claybuzz misstep and slipped from a rock, dislocating their joint. The Ant Clan Medicine Cat comes asking if your clan has any oak leaves to spare. Graciously, your clan decides to aid their allies and share the herbs. And that's just basically what we read from Health. Okay, there's Dapple Kit, Gardenia Kit, Water Kit, and Weed Kit. So I just wanted to see the kits before I leave, and I'm thinking of ending the video here, but I forgot I have to prevent kits from Claybuzz and Golden Bubble because they just had kits. And there's Dapple Kit, Gardenia Kit, Water Kit, and Weed Kit. But I do hope you guys like this series. If you do please consider subscribing, and I'll see you all next time. Bye!